Devon, America's favorite all-star, our favorite house guest. How does this monumental honor feel to you?
It's amazing. It is amazing. This season, I just wanted to give hope to, and just basically let those house guests that came before me, those African American house guests that came before me, know like your time in there was not in vain. I heard you, I saw you, and I'm here fighting for us. And those that aspire to come in behind me, like, yo, like we can do this thing. I know it looks discouraging and I know it looks like it's impossible. We can do it. Like, don't be discouraged. Just come in and do it. And so to win America's favorite house guest, it makes me feel like, yes, these conversations they weren't in vain. Like everything happens for a reason. So granted, I was not there apparently to win the 500,000, but still my voice was heard and I was able to just, that was my prayer coming into the house. Like, Lord, can I just touch just one person? If I can just touch one person, I'm okay with that. So know that I touched so many, my heart is full.
Wait, I mean, over a million. That's, I mean, over a million votes. Like, Devon, we were all listening so intently to you. I just want you to know that. We were all out there and we were like, this is so important, what's happening and what you were saying. And your perspective was just, it was so refreshing and so honest and awesome. So just congratulations, first of all. And, it's just really, it was really amazing. But, aside from that, we definitely do want to get, we know that we're going to get some tea. I hope that I want to pick your brain a little bit about some things that were going on in the jury house, because we've heard some things. Is there anything that you can share with us that was going on there, or like what was happening? What was that experience like? Because this was your second time in the jury house.
Yeah. And once again, it was a house divided. Once again, it was a house divided. Because, I'm going to talk a lot about this on my YouTube channel too. So I want to
Okay.
Yes.
Listen, that's fine. You got to do what you got to do. Like, we just wanted, I know everybody's going to ask you. We were just like, what's going on in there? Because you had the last time you were in there too, like you said, it was not very easy. You were tiptoeing around. Like it was volatile then. But okay, so you voted for Cody to win. But in the jury segments and a lot of when you guys were sitting around, you were saying how you really were pulling for Enzo. So why did you vote in the way that you did?
Because my biggest fear was that Enzo would get Enzo'd again due to his loyalty. That was my biggest fear, right? And so I'm like, I see Christmas come around during the round table and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. She said he won HOH. I'm like, okay, cool. So Christmas had to be sitting next to Cody. There's no other way around it. He didn't even put Cody up. And I'm like, so at this point, like you literally just sat here because of your loyalty and because you wanted to be this man's parrot all season, you didn't take the opportunity to take that off of his resume. Now, as you both sit there, he can say you've hit the block and he hasn't. What are you doing? And so at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm not a hater, regardless of however I may feel about Cody. The man's resume is clean and cut. So give him this check and let's get the season over because I got to get home to my child. So let's go.
I love you so much. I love you so much, Devon. I wanted to ask you because you have such an amazing support system behind you on Twitter. It's so great to see. It was amazing to see all throughout the season as well. Everyone was cheering you on and it was so awesome to see. I've seen you sharing a couple of things that happened in the house and some of your most memorable gifts, but has there been anything you've seen or any clip from the house that has really shocked you?
Definitely the Danny conversation. And I wouldn't even say shocked. I would literally say broke my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because inside of the jury house, through process of elimination, she became one of my closest friends. You know what I'm saying? And we had a night of truth where we told each other everything, or so I thought. And I literally told her everything. Okay, this is what I said about you on this week. I said this about you, da, 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 da. And I thought she said the same thing to me, but finding out that she said my fibroids were fake, and that's real. Like, that's a real, like, I'm battling with that right now. You know what I'm saying? And so different conversations like that. And I'm just like, what was the point? Because some of these conversations that she was having wasn't game, had nothing to do with the game. These were personal shots. And I'm like, well, what did I do to you for these personal shots? You know? And so, yeah, I'm definitely taken aback by that. But any other thing that I saw, I kind of in my mind already suspected some of these people were very ignorant, you know, which is why in my speeches, I made sure to look at people in the house because I was hoping that my housemates were also listening to what I was saying, because it's always room for education, you know, and I felt like they should have been listening to what I was saying as well. But with some people, I guess it was just one ear and not the other.
Well, the reception is what you want. I mean, you want people to be receptive to it. And I think that's why I think everyone felt so great for you, like, because it felt like coming from such a caring place and like an educational place, not in like, but you know, I wanted to ask you though, you weren't really campaigning. I mean, you said Enzo, but were you campaigning for people like in the jury house, or was there any sort of, were you saying like, oh, somebody's like, oh, I don't want to vote for them?
No.
No.
Like I told Julie when I got evicted, the two people I was like rooting for was Danny, because I felt she was playing a really great game, and then also David for the culture. Like those are the two people that I wanted to see make it to the end. I want to see y'all make it to the end. Let's go ahead and give one of you guys this check. Everybody else, I was just kind of like, I don't care. Like, I don't know if they showed it in my jury segments, but I was like, they can come in alphabetical order. You can pull names out of a hat. I really don't care. Like, let's just get this over with. Because once Danny came in and Kevin came in and David came in, I was like, well, here go my people right here. Yeah. I'm done. Like,
and you said so there was no chance you were going to vote for Nicole again, though.
No, there was no shot.
No.
No shot.
No shot.
I did that once. I'm not doing it again.
No, we won't be doing that twice, baby. No shot.
Well, you know, you've talked a lot about, I mean, because in the Big Brother house, it's got to be so hard to separate personal and game, and also it's also probably not hard. But I'm curious as to like, what is some things like, how do you separate between game and personal in the Big Brother house?
With some people, I was able to do that. Like with Memphis, I had no personal relationship with him. Christmas, I had no personal relationship with her.
Okay. That made
it was easy to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just was kind of like, okay, we gonna play this game or not? Like, you want to be allies or not? It wasn't like, oh, so what you do in your spirit? I don't care, you know. So it was one of those situations. But with somebody like Nicole, who approached me on day one and was like, Davon, like, I really want to be your friend this season. That's my biggest regret from our season. We didn't continue to be friends. So don't approach me on some personal stuff when you're going to be all game. Don't do that. Don't open that door with me, especially when I've expressed to you that, yo, I'm really on my spiritual journey right now. And so I'm vulnerable. I'm in a vulnerable space right now. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that's the difficult part about me, was the difficult part with me this season. I was on this serious spiritual journey, you know, getting my walk right with God and different things like that. And so I expressed to her, forgiveness is a big part of this walk. And I'm struggling with that, but I'm glad you're in here, because now I get to use that with you. I get to practice forgiveness with you. You know what I'm saying? And I felt she took that as an opportunity to pray, PREY, on that. Yeah. And if she would have just came in and been like, yo, let's play this game together, no strings attached, I would have been cool with that. I would have voted her out, but I would have been cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just was like, it was no reason. So with some people, it's easy. I guess it's just the person.
No, and that makes total sense. Like that really cleared up, because I was just curious. I mean, I've never played the game. Rachel has played, you know, I mean, it's got to be hard to do that. So we were all collectively screaming in agony at the TV when you narrowly lost the HOH comp. Like we were all like, no, but just like for the record, who would you have put up, or who would you have targeted that week had you won? And I don't even want to talk about it, but it's like so annoying.
Y'all, week 5 haunts me in my sleep.
It was like,
I'm sure, girl.
Okay.
Honestly, we're all like, oh my God, she was right there.
Yeah. Because I was going to shake the tables. I was going to shake the hell out of them tables, okay? I was going to throw up Cody and Tyler immediately. Y'all got to go. I don't care. You don't get people like Cody and Tyler and keep them in the game. They got to go. Pre-jury. You don't let them make it to the second half of the game. Are you crazy? And so I was coming for them. I was like, they got to go. I don't care which one y'all choose. That's on y'all. But one of them got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I was so caught off guard when we get Tyler on the block next to Ian. Tyler is a great player, regardless of what he do personally. He is a great player. And you allowed somebody like that to make it to eviction night and escape the block? Y'all crazy. Like that let me know right there I was playing with some dummies. Done. Alliance, I don't care. We breaking this alliance because he got to go. I'm not trying to be battling with Tyler. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
My mind was blown.
That's why we needed you that week, because we were getting such I mean, I'm sure as you've seen now, it was just a steamroll. It was, people were getting bored. We needed a Davon HOH so bad. It would have been so amazing that week, but don't let it haunt you too much, because as we know, I mean, I still have stuff that haunts me, so I can't really.
Right. See?
But I want to pivot for a second, non-game related, and say congratulations on being picked to have a role on The Bold and the Beautiful. I am so happy for you, because
thank
you are an amazing actress. I've seen your TikToks. Don't think that I haven't.
Thank you.
Yes, girl, and you're so great at acting, and so that's amazing for you. Can you give us like any spoilers or sneak peeks, or let us know when it's going to air or anything like that?
So the episode is scheduled to air in December. I don't have the exact date yet, but it's definitely scheduled to air in December. So I play this, I own my own catering company, and my name is Star, Star, okay? And the name of my company is called All Star Catering. And so I'm planning a huge event. So yeah, check it out. It's a great episode. I had a lot of fun doing it. I had a lot of fun on set.
So we're gonna get a full scene. We're gonna get all lines and everything.
Yeah, you get lines. They didn't play me like they did last time when I went and gave Victor all the lines. I was America's favorite this time, so I got all the lines.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Davon, so last game related question: have you, no pun intended, closed the door on Big Brother? Would you play again?
You know, Big Brother is my heart. And, you know, before being a player, I was a fan and a viewer. You know what I'm saying? This was my thing that I did with my grandmother. This was our thing. So if they called me for a fourth time, I'm not even going to sit here and lie and say that I would say no. I probably would say yes. Just not next summer. Don't call me next summer.
Do not call her, everybody. You guys, CBS, don't call her next summer. Give her a break. Well, Davon, thank you so much for talking with us. We know you got to go, but it's like, this has been so great. Thank you for educating all of us this summer. It was really, really great to see and to hear. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being open enough to listen. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you, Davon. It was a pleasure to watch you this season. You were absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks so much. All right.